Deshpande ji, line number 105 or quote number 105 from Wisdom Quotes from Savitri.
Yeah.
It says, "The wizard gods may dream, not thinking men."
Yeah.
Can you give us a little context to this in terms of the before and after?
Yeah. Basically, Savitri is on her journey to discover her soul. She has entered into the inner worlds, and there she meets her own soul forces. There are three soul forces which she meets while she is traveling towards her soul. Now, one of the soul forces of Savitri is the mother of might, of joy, happiness, wisdom. And she answers to Savitri, rather she tells Savitri, look, this is what I have been doing in this world. I have been giving joy, love, wisdom to man so that he grows on his spiritual path in this world. But in answer to that narrative of Savitri's soul force, there is something which springs up from the lower nature, and it asserts its own views, convictions, that all that you are talking is nonsense. What you see here is man is governed by thought, by the inner mind. That is all that thing. And when you think of immortality or divine life, of joy, of happiness, that is an illusion. That is a dream. You are living in a world of Maya. And it cannot be a reality here at all, you see. He goes even a step further, that if you have, let us read this passage, these lines. He asks a very blunt question. He says, how can man grow immortal and divine, transmuting the very stuff of which he is made? That's the entire crux of the problem. You are made of inconscience, of matter. And matter has no possibility, no capacity, no potential for it to change into something which is divine. And if that is the foundation, then your idea of transmutation is something which is absurd, which is not acceptable, which is irrational. And therefore he says that, look, this transformation of matter, the wizard gods may dream. They may think of it, but that is not what a thinking man will do. The limitation of the thinking man is limited to thought. And it is inconceivable by thought that matter can change into divine. The physical can inhabit, can house the divine. That is his conviction. And it is that which has to be refuted at a different level, at a higher level. And then later on Savitri says to the soul force, Savitri's own soul force, yes, there is opposition from below, there is the resistance towards transformation, the rational mind of man is coming in the way, but what you are doing is something very important, very significant, and you are doing my own job in a certain situation here. But I will come back, I will discover my soul and then bring that light and that force which will change things here. That will be the answer of Savitri to this opposing force.
So finally the conviction of the higher force wins.
Yes. No, higher force, you see, higher force is operating here in a given circumstance. It cannot fully exercise its own power here. unless the soul really comes out fully. We have got, see, basically in our language would say that there is an element of tamas in us, inertia. There is the element of rajas in us, of vitality. There is the element of sattva also in us, of a quiet, sober, reasoning thinking and all that. Now, these are good qualities, but then they themselves come in the way of further progress. If they had to be changed, you have to convert them into their divine counterparts. The soul forces which correspond to these elements, they have to come into operation and then work out the transformation.